Hey guys, it is Tristan with That's Newsstand, and oh boy, the first review I ever did on this channel was Heroes in Crisis #1, and I literally remember saying, "Wow, I'm surprised how good this is. I really like this. I'm enjoying this." What the hell happened to that? There is so much in this issue that is just wrong, and honestly, it's almost to the point where it's annoying because as far as Tom King goes, I've stuck up for him so many times and I am done. He was one like Scott Snyder where I felt did things for a reason. Whether it was a bigger picture issue or not, it usually was. I'm speechless. Like I said that last Heroes in Crisis video, but this one is so bad. Okay, obviously it's by Tom King. The art is by Mitch Gerards, and I think Travis Moore does like 4 pages. With that being said, what were you thinking, Tom King? Like seriously, you just turned Wally West not only into the worst DC character, but you stripped him of everything that has been built within that character. Whether it's honesty or integrity, that's all gone. Like, if you're going to make him a villain, fine. If that's the story, fine. But this is kind of ridiculous. I don't know. There is one issue left. That's only saving grace. Like, could there be a huge plot twist? Probably not. It's probably going to tie up loose ends and call it a day. But you literally just turned Wally West into DC's worst character, and I'm including villains. Like, I'm including every single character, and it is such a shame because we get this dialogue intro, and he's basically what this whole comic book is a confession to Lois Lane on his 5th day, right before he's going to die. So we get to see this entire time. And it's almost like this poor me moment. And I get it. Every single one of these characters we've seen within Heroes in Crisis is very haunted. Like, they wouldn't be at Sanctuary if they were not extremely haunted. So he's saying, he's alone. He's different than these people. Sanctuary was supposed to be this place where all the data was gone within 24 hours. Not a normal man in a million years could figure it out. But he's not a normal man. He could figure it out within seconds, and unfortunately he did and saw everything. So he saw every confession from Batman to Superman to any of these characters that we've seen so far. On one positive note with this comic, I will say it was nice not to see those damn 9-page panels again. Like, that was the best part. That's so sad. That was the best part. So he sees everything. He knows everyone's pain at this point, and he kind of he's been going through, obviously, his own pain. We've seen that throughout this entire series, and he's been dealing okay, I suppose. I don't know, I guess he's been okay. So then he sees everybody else's pain and goes outside, and I hate to call it a hissy fit, because mental health is not a joke. But that's what it feels like at this point. Like, he has a mental breakdown that messes with his speed force. And we get to see him literally kill everybody. He's the murderer. This whole time, like, you asshole, you killed Arsenal. I just don't get it. But what makes this story even worse, because you could take this at this point and call it Psycho Pirate. And that's still maybe what I'm hoping for, but you could take it at this point and maybe give it some redeeming qualities. But not only did you cause this to happen, you pounded it into the ground. You could have taken it from here and either went, like I said, Psycho Pirate, or you could have had him turn himself in and said, I did this. I am extremely dangerous right now. Get everyone away from me and lock me up. Isn't that what this character would have done? And that's why I don't get it, because everything we've seen from Wally West, now mind you, he's not my favorite Flash. I definitely like Barry better, but it's unfortunately because of things like this. he's been beat on and beat on and beat on, and that's what they just keep continually doing, and it doesn't look like it's gonna stop. They took every single trait that was good within this man and took it away. Because not only did he kill all of these people, he set the whole thing up. He set the entire thing up and framed Harley and Booster. So how does that make him anything but a villain? Like, he's literally a villain at this point. And I don't know if that's where they're going with this. And it's unfortunate because we're really not going to know for the next month. But so he goes in the future and he gets his 5-day future self and kills him. Like, really? Oh my God, I can't even take this seriously anymore. He kills him and places his body next to Arsenal's and sets everything up. And what's almost, see, I keep saying what's worse, what's worse, what's worse. And it's not even that. There's just so many bad points within this. Like, you took, maybe he could fool, Barry. I know he knew Barry was going to be extremely emotional, so maybe he could fool him. Maybe he could fool Superman. But are you really telling me, Tom King, that at this point, you think that Wally West could literally fool the greatest detective? Like, you really think that this would be able to slip under Batman's nose? Like, nobody could do that. Like, I don't even think Nightwing could do that at this point. Maybe, but that's the only person. Maybe Alfred. No, you know what? No. Like, he would figure it out. That's what I don't get. Why he thought that Batman wasn't going to be able to figure this out. And yet he still thought that. Like, he still went with that I'm fooling everybody thing. Like, there's no way he could have tricked him. At the end of the day, there's not. And it's really, really unfortunate that they even went with that route. But you know what? Sure. He fooled everybody. Like, oh my God. This is such an unfortunate, like, this whole issue just irritates the hell out of me. Another thing that really bothers me, because this whole comic is a confession. This whole thing is him telling Lois, right? So we see basically him doxing everybody. Like, everyone's information he got within that short time when he was exploring that. And that's what caused this whole issue. Why would he go and tell Lois that? Like, not only are you telling her your information, but you're telling her things that are literally illegal to tell. Like, these are therapy sessions, so there are laws in place. Just coming, from the nursing aspect of it, there's HIPAA laws, there's privacy policies. None of these things would make papers. So he told her everything. And under the assumption that she's going to run with this story, which would be super illegal, she and he are both literally doxers at this point. Like, oh my God, what happened, Tom King? Like, who hurt you? Oh, I don't understand it. I don't understand how you think this is okay to put something in there. I think almost at this point, I'm wondering if you're a bit sadistic, because the framing of Harley and Booster, they were there for therapy. They were traumatized too, but he wants to make that worse for them. He wants to make those characters who Harley is just literally a Stockholm Syndrome girl. She was beaten and broken, and we saw that in the last couple issues. We saw her issues with Joker. We saw her trying to kill him again, and it wasn't helping. It wasn't helping her therapy. So we know how haunted this girl is. But sure, frame her for multiple murders. Like, how is any of this okay? And I know it is not. I'm lost. I'm really honestly lost at this point. How he could write a beloved character in such a deconstructive and sadistic way. I don't know. Like, I really think this is just about the worst issue. Okay, worst comic. Like, you're getting female Furies bad here, King. Come on. I really think this is super unfortunate. Like, who approved this? And it's because it's not just Tom King. Somebody had to approve this storyline. There's editors, there's things in place. Like, you're all guilty. I don't know. This better end good, because It makes no sense otherwise. And then this weird thing where you go on about the peddlers. Yeah, we get iron peddlers. They're corrupted. Yeah. Is that excuses? Like, Wally has one for everything he did. He didn't want to upset Barry. He's corrupted. All these things, like, he's sad. No! Those are literally excuses. Stop making them and man up, because that's what Wally would have done. And you literally wrote him as a villain. I don't know. That was like the worst review ever, because I didn't even review the book when I normally do. But just this one irritated me really bad, because it feels like, and I said it before, I stick up for him too much, but it felt like at some point Tom King lost his shit. Like, the way he's been writing Batman has not only made it feel like he hates Batman, but now he hates Wally, and I'm just kind of done with his writing. And a year ago, I would have said something completely different, because he was one of my favorite writers, but he's just deconstructing and making villains where they don't be, taking away traits. I'm done with it. I'm done. One more issue to see if they actually give it a good twist, or if they just wrap it up. I don't think they're going to do anything other than wrap it up, but we'll have to wait and see. I don't know. Let me know what you guys thought about this junk. I will see you in the next one. Bye-bye.